Hello there, welcome back to Fact Pop. Today we are going to be learning about 5 fun facts about history that are definitely weird, but true. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more fun facts like these ones. Let's get into it. Starting off with fact number 1. In 1796, an army led by the famous French military leader Napoleon Bonaparte was marching through a small village in southern Italy when his troops encountered a most unusual enemy: bunnies. Yes, you heard that right. A group of rabbits nearly caused a major disruption to Napoleon's plans due to their unexpected and destructive behavior. What had happened was that the soldiers had set up camp near a rabbit burrow, and when they started cooking dinner, the delicious smells attracted a large number of curious rabbits. The animals swarmed the campsite, stealing food and causing chaos among the soldiers. They even managed to steal some gunpowder and blew themselves up. Now, this wasn't the only time Napoleon encountered angry animals. Later that same year, he and his army were caught in a hail of frogs while retreating from a battle in northern Italy. In total, it is estimated that over 20 tons of frogs fell from the sky during the 2 days of unrelenting bombardment. Although it is not certain whether these frogs were simply migrating or if they were deliberately released by the opposing forces as a form of biological warfare. What is certain is that this bizarre occurrence caused great distress to Napoleon and his men. So next time you think your day is bad, just remember it could always be worse. You could be camping out in Italy in the 18th century. Moving on to fact number 2. Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, lived closer to the invention of the iPhone than she did to the construction of the pyramids. Yes, you heard that right. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 450 BC, and it is believed that Cleopatra died in 30 BC, meaning there is a gap of approximately 420 years between the construction of the pyramids and Cleopatra's death. On the other hand, the first iPhone was introduced by Apple in 2007, which means that there is only a difference of about 37 years between Cleopatra's death and the invention of the iPhone. This fact is mind-boggling because it shows how ancient Egypt and the modern world are more connected than one might think. It also serves as a reminder of how advanced technology has become in such a short period of time. If Cleopatra were alive today, she would be able to use the same smartphone as the rest of us, albeit with a slightly outdated operating system. Moving on to fact number 3. Did you know that the iconic Eiffel Tower was almost a temporary structure? That's right. When Gustave Eiffel submitted his plans for the tower to be built as the entrance arch for the 1889 World's Fair in Paris, it was intended to be dismantled after the event. However, the French government saw the potential of the tower and decided to keep it as a symbol of France's technological prowess. This decision was not without its critics, though. Many prominent figures in France, including writers, artists, and intellectuals, opposed the permanent installation of the Eiffel Tower, believing that it would detract from the city's aesthetic beauty. They argued that the tower was an eyesore and that it would come to symbolize the triumph of industry over art and culture. However, the government's decision to keep the tower stood, and today it is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, attracting millions of visitors each year. Can you imagine how different Paris would look without the Eiffel Tower? Moving on to fact number 4. Ketchup, the popular condiment made from tomatoes, was once sold as medicine. In the early 19th century, ketchup was promoted as a cure for a variety of ailments, including indigestion, diarrhea, and even cancer. It was believed that the tomato's unique combination of acids and nutrients could do wonders for the body, and many people were willing to try anything to improve their health. The idea of using ketchup as medicine spread quickly, and soon doctors were recommending it as a treatment for all sorts of illnesses. Advertisements for ketchup touted its supposed health benefits, and it became a common sight in pharmacies and general stores. Of course, this was all based on anecdotal evidence, and there was no scientific proof that ketchup could actually cure any diseases. In fact, it probably did more harm than good since it was often made with spoiled or fermented tomatoes. Eventually, the medical community caught on to this scam and began warning people against using ketchup as a treatment for any condition. However, by that time, the condiment had already become a popular addition to meals, and it has remained that way ever since. Nowadays, people use it as a tasty and convenient way to add flavor to their food, rather than a questionable cure for their ailments. Who knows what other secret uses history's other condiments may have had. And now for fact number 5. Albert Einstein, the renowned theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity, was once offered the presidency of Israel. Yes, you heard that right. In 1952, Israel's first president, Chaim Weizmann, asked Einstein if he would be interested in becoming the country's president. Weizmann was impressed by Einstein's humanitarian efforts and his Jewish heritage, and he believed that Einstein would be the perfect candidate for the position. However, Einstein declined the offer, citing his pacifist beliefs and his reluctance to hold political office. He was concerned that accepting the position would make him a symbol of the State of Israel, which at the time was involved in a conflict with its neighboring Arab countries. Einstein did not want to be seen as taking sides in the conflict and felt that it would compromise his neutrality as a scientist. Moreover, Einstein was not a politician, and he did not have the experience or the desire to hold a political office. He was content with his life as a physicist and did not want to be burdened with the responsibilities of being a president. Despite his refusal to accept the presidency, Einstein continued to support the State of Israel in other ways. He raised funds for the country and spoke out against those who criticized Israel's policies. He also played a role in the establishment of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem and served on its board of governors for many years. In fact, one of his papers was published in the first volume of the university's journal. Although Einstein never became the president of Israel, his contributions to the country are still remembered and appreciated. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos like these. We've got lots of fun facts coming your way. So hit that bell icon to be notified every time a new video goes up. And if you're feeling extra generous, why not share this video with your friends? Until next time, stay curious and keep learning. Thanks for watching. Bye.